what's up, guys? Dr. Tygue again here from Foundation Chiropractic. We're going to work some wrist mobility with you guys today. Today's a little bit shorter, so hey, happy day. Hope you guys are all having a great one. We're going to start today. You're going to need a stick. You're going to need yourself. You're going to need 2 rubber bands. So I have these super spiffy rubber band bracelets. Just rubber band. So grab one for each hand, and then let's kind of get along with this. The last thing you'll need is a bunch of something. It could be, I actually have goldfish crackers because, well, goldfish are great. But you can use anything. You use like pebbles, rocks, anything that's small that's going to be difficult to kind of, not difficult. It's going to require you to kind of think a little bit, use some dexterity. So to start off with, we're going to work with some wrist wrapping. And there's a couple ways you can do this. Today what I'm doing, I keep cutting my head off. Today what I'm doing, I'm just going to focus on an empty stick. What you could do is you could wrap a string around the stick and then tie the string to a weight. The possibilities are endless, but today we're just going to focus kind of on my wrists. The first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be working extensors. So I'm going to roll this outward. So we're going to roll it out. And then we're going to roll it in, working on the flexors, different compartments of the arm. Again, we kind of talked a little bit about working at home and being on computers at kitchen tables and stuff. It's really not the best place to be. A lot of people that we're seeing lately are like, oh man, I think I have carpal tunnel, but my arm's blowing up because I'm sitting on a couch, twisted around, trying to do the work. Well, let's get a little stronger. Let's fix that. So we're going to start with a minute. And we're going to hold the bar or the stick in front of us and we're going to wrench it backwards. So what we're doing is we're working these muscles right through here. If you have a mirror in front of you, you can actually see them work. And we're going to just pull and pull. We've been through about 15 seconds. You might already start feeling a burn. That's cool. That's all right. You can do this seated. You can do this standing. You can do this leaning over something. Wherever you want to be. About halfway done. So a little history of me. I owned a CrossFit gym in the Caribbean. We're here working with Zach at Foundation now. But I always liked coaching. It was a ton of fun. And I realized that if I just like randomly spout stuff as I'm talking, it usually makes things go a little faster. So you guys are almost done with a minute of this, even though your forearms might be about to explode. Pretty cool. So that's a minute. Nice job. We're going to go the other way now. So we're twisting it down and forward. So twisting forward. You're going to feel it on the inside of the arm down here now. So again, top of the hand to the sky. Really work on getting a forceful contraction of that under part of the forearm. Go with it. Go with it. Go with it. Nice job. So how's everybody's day? Hopefully it's good. Another thing we're talking about, it's interesting doing these things. I know we're all kind of working on it. It's fun. I'm glad we're all kind of making the best of the situation. It's a little bit weird. A little bit weird, right? So you guys got 20 seconds left. Keep it up. Nice job. Keep working. As you can see, like I said, if you have a string on here connected to a weight, it's going to get difficult pretty quick. Even no weight on the bar, it's getting a little tough there. So it gets a little sticky. That's good. I want to make sure that we're moving this stuff, making it strong. Good, strong wrists. That's a minute. Good job, guys. Next one, we're going to work with some forced flexion extension. So really important for this. If it's too uncomfortable, then kind of just back off a little bit. Easy way to start. We're going to start on all fours with our fingers facing away from us. We're going to lean over those hands, keeping our arms straight. And we're going to work on forced flexion of our wrists. So we're leaning over it, keeping our palms planted. And we're just holding here. When we're looking at mobility, there's a couple ways to look at it. And primarily what I'm working with you guys is with some mobility, some stability. Because in my kind of terms, I'm looking at it, stability plus flexibility equals mobility. It's not great mobility if you can go through a bunch of different ranges of motion, but you're not stable throughout them. It's not helpful. So one of these static holds is really working on just the ligamentous integrity of that wrist. So this and the one following it is kind of testing those. It's okay, as long as it's not super painful, maybe a little uncomfortable, we're doing the right thing. Go ahead and relax it back. Shake those wrists out. If you need a break prior to that, no problem. Take a little rest, come off of it, come back into it. Next one's weird. This one's going to be a little bit more uncomfortable. I don't love this one personally because it doesn't feel very good because I've broken my wrist before. But I still do it. It's still pretty good. So we're going to take it. I'm going to put the back part of my hand on the mat, and I'm going to lean backwards. So it looks a little bit like this. So I got back of my hands on the mat. My shoulders are kind of forward. The further forward I am here, the less stressful it is on my wrists. But as I come and I sit back, I can start to feel that tension build up. And like I said, as long as it's not super painful, as long as it's just mildly uncomfortable, we're doing okay here. Another 30 seconds left. Just keep working this guy here. If you need to kind of come forward or you need to give it a little shake out, that's totally fine. But come right back into it. So give it a shake, come right back into it. We're only holding for a minute, so we should be back in pretty quick. You're getting there, you got 15 seconds to go. Almost, guys, almost there. The next one after this is not going to be stressful on the wrists. We're going to be kind of done with this whole bit right now. All right, shake it out. Cool. Next thing, we're going to take those rubber bands, those super cool rubber band bracelets, and we're going to just put them on your fingertips. And this is something that can be helpful for everybody. Regardless of what you're doing, there's probably some downtime in your day. I know that there's downtime in my day right now. But you're going to take that rubber band and you're going to put it around your fingers kind of like this. See? Yeah. And then for a minute, you're just going to extend your fingers out. And again, we're going to be working on the extensor compartment of the arm. So let's hit this minute here. You get the spider fingers, and you can just work these guys here. So when we're working, got close up then. When we're working these guys here, you can do this anytime during the day. I like to keep the rubber bands around my wrists, and especially when I'm dealing with stuff like wrist pain or finger problems. It's due to a lot of the work we do is flexor compartment dominant, and it's not necessarily working the extensors as much as they need to work. So keep working those guys. You got about 25 seconds left. And if you think like a lot of stuff we're doing, if we're typing all day, that's primarily flexor component. Grip stuff is primarily flexor component. So that inside front, everything that controls your hand, there's a little bit of musculature in here, but most of it's in here. It's kind of like how you can squeeze your forearm and you can make your fingers move. So keep that up. You got a couple more seconds. Nice. So keep rubber bands on your wrists. When you have spare time throughout the day, pop those on there, knock out 50, knock out 100. It'll go quicker than you think. So that's a good one there. For our last one, we're gonna have a little bit of fun with, for me, it's about to be snack time. So I have here, next to my notes, a bunch of goldfish crackers. And like I said, this is a spot where it can be pretty much anything. I like goldfish crackers because I thought it'd be kind of funny. But pebbles, very small rocks, also with very small rocks float. And what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to put our elbow down on the table, and we are going to pick up one, rotate it over. Pick up another one, rotate it over. And we're just going to go back and forth through this. Now, this is the easy way. Take a nice control through. Oh, I cheated. That was two that time. But what you want to do is you want to pick something that's not 1,000. Maybe pick like 20 or 30. And just go through this range of motion right here. So this is disguising working two muscles called the pronator teres and the supinator, which work in twisting motions. Alternatively, what you could do, and consult your electrician before this, is to grab a flathead screwdriver and go around to all the outlets in your house and just unscrew the top faceplate holder and then screw it back in. That sounds miserable, and I enjoy goldfish, so we're doing it this way. Once you get a bunch of them over, what you're going to do is you're going to twist over and bring it back. So you've got your supination, which we're bringing over, and then you got our pronation, which we're pinching and we're bringing back this way. So if you can, really work on getting back and forth with that one. I'm not going to make you guys watch me do all of these goldfish because I am going to eat them all because it is almost snack time. But I lost that one. That one's lost. But work on this. This is kind of a fun way to work on dexterity, but it's also going to work with those two muscles of the arm, which are important when we're looking at grip strength and we're looking at a whole bunch of different exercise-based applications. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys help them build a bulletproof wrist. I hope you feel a little bit stronger with it. And if you have any questions, shoot me a message. I'm happy to talk. Like I said, I got plenty of time right now. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks.